What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Burnout to Bliss. I'm Coach Niche, and today I want to get into the topic of boundaries. The way eating food, drinking a lot, and people pleasing is keeping you in a state of burnout. For me, if anyone knows my story, I was about 30 pounds overweight from what I am today. I was constantly eating late. I was eating a lot of processed food. I wasn't vegan at the time. And I was drinking a lot. And not saying like a lot just to say it, like seriously a lot. A couple days, a week, it could be just watching a football game and having a 6-pack of beer, whatever I decided to drown myself in for that week. And not even thinking of it as an issue at the time because socially accepted drinking is something that we do. But it's also linked to emotional things. And if you drink, that's quite fine. I was this person as well. But when you are holding yourself or you have a certain relationship with the drinking, with the food, and you're not consciously aware of it, that's a lack of boundary between you and yourself. When you don't know the things that are killing you slowly and you're not understanding why you're doing these things, why you're reaching for the burger, why you reach for the hot dog, why you're reaching for all this processed foods instead of having something that's healthy or cooking yourself a meal, that's a misalignment within yourself, and that's a boundary or a lack of boundary, therefore, that you aren't upholding within. You're not loving on yourself. When you're drinking consistently, when you're blacking out, when you reach for that instead of the water, so you're not hydrated, that's a lack of a boundary. When you say yes to someone, when you really mean no, that's a lack of boundary. And I have done all of these things. I've been the one, especially when I was younger, in college, when people would ask me for rides, and half of the time I probably didn't even want to do it, but I wanted to be liked. I wanted people to see me, so I would say yes. And that's a very simple example, but I've done it time and time again in my life. I've done it with my family when they want me to go someplace where it just isn't sitting right with me, and I say yes just to make what seems like life would be easier to appease them, but I'm not appeasing myself. How many times have you done this? Let me know if this resonates, because I've seen it time and time again in people I work with. I've seen it in myself. I've seen things of, I will go to a party, but I might not feel like going. I might really just want some me time, but I say yes. We do these things because we're taught to appease other people. And there is nothing wrong with saying yes if you really want to. If something lights up your soul, if it feels good, if the people you're going to be around with energetically pleases you, then by all means do it. If the drinking makes you feel good, go for it. If you feel great eating McDonald's burger, I'd beg to differ, but then do you. But then don't sit there and complain when you have the back pains, the neck pains, the headaches, the shoulder pains, knee pain, everything. When you're breaking out in acne and you're wondering why, it's because your body is sending you messages and you're not listening. Your body's saying you're disrespecting me. What happened? I thought we were a team, but you're not with me right now. The blackheads, the breaking out into hives, the eczema. You think all this shit is natural. You think this is a part of life. But I'm here to tell you, baby girl, it's not. This is not. It's emotional trauma that's stuck in your body that's turning out to become physical because of your lack of boundaries. And I've had all of this. I've had eczema, I've had dandruff, I've had major back pains, hip pain, knee pain, and not because of anything that I was doing because I like fell. This is a lot of emotional and a lot of what I was eating. When I was younger, remember I had bronchitis and I was constantly losing my voice. My throat chakra was constantly blocked. Just drinking so much, taking in things that I shouldn't be doing. And I wasn't listening to my body. But now, that's the first thing I do. I check in with myself, I breathe, and I get still. And I ask myself, if it's something that's really big and I'm having a little bit of a conflict, I'll ask my body, is this something that we want to do? And if I hear yes or I feel yes, then I'm gonna go for it. And if it's a no, then I stand on business, and that's that. How many times have you let yourself go to somebody else or to your own vices? Let's hear from you below. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're on YouTube. And I'd love for you to send me a DM to see what you think about this video. All right, peace, family.